everyone, and thank you for joining this webinar focused on overcoming stress, and which will be providing you tips for reducing stress and living better. To begin, I will introduce myself. My name is Catherine Periel. I serve as the parent organizer for Step Up for Students. If you have any questions about other workshops or just questions about advocacy, you can send me an email. And my email is here, kperiel@sufs.org. And if you have general questions, please feel free to email parentpower@sufs.org. So we'll begin by just going over stress. We all know that stress is a natural part of life, but it can have effects on the body. The stress hormones trigger the fight or flight response. And so way back when, fight or flight was a response that was usually triggered by, chasing an animal for food, or in the instance of a fire, having to get out. But recently, our bodies have been in a state of fight or flight for a long period of time. And so this is known as chronic stress. And it can cause things like irritability, depression, headaches, insomnia, and it can also have effects on your digestive system, muscular system, as well as your immune system. And in this graphic, you can see some of the effects of stress on the body. So nausea and dizziness, chronic fatigue, pain in your head or back, stiffness in your muscles, behavioral, eating less or more than usual, which during this epidemic, I know that I have been eating a little more than usual. Avoiding contact with others. Right now we have to do it, but in a normal life situation, avoiding contact with others would be a red flag. Becoming argumentative or combative. Emotional effects include constant worrying, agitation, restlessness, short temper, and then cognitive effects include forgetfulness, indecisiveness, difficulty concentrating, or focusing on the negative. So let's get started with some tips and tricks for kind of combating some of these issues and bringing a little bit more positivity into your lives. So the first step, I know it sounds easy and it can be difficult, but saying no to negativity. Negative thoughts in media can definitely make an already bad day or create an atmosphere of negativity. And so at a time like this, maybe turning off the news. I know that we are using the news to get all the information we need, but maybe limit watching the news to 1 hour of the day, or 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night, and spending the rest of your day without it. Steer clear of hostile, rude, or judgmental people. That includes on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. We all have those people who are kind of doomsday preppers, and they're using this time to spread not the best news. And if you are currently driving to work, or when we are able to drive to work again, consider taking a new route so that you can avoid things like too much noise, pollution, hostility, and other stressors. And on the opposite of avoiding negativity, let's look for good things. So you can start your day with gratitude. Take 5 minutes in the morning to meditate or pray and just think about the good things that you have coming up for the day. It'll set you up so that if something negative happens, you can go back to that good feeling that you had in the morning. Look at your kids. They may be driving you crazy right now, but pay attention to the small moments where they're smiling and having a good time. Seize opportunities to show physical affection. So hugs, kisses, anything that'll bring you a little bit of joy, and, focus on some good memories. Think back, look at pictures if you have them, photo albums, and it could be a really good time to show your kids maybe some trips that you went on in the past, and think about some memories that you can create. And also seeing positive images can help. So like I said earlier, on social media, look for those stories of good that people are doing, acts of kindness. And so I know that I've seen a couple of birthday celebrations that are happening not the way that we would like, but still people are sending their love to their loved ones. And I also saw a drive-by graduation for some seniors who are unable to attend graduation the traditional way. And also something else that can help is doing what feels good. So a digital detox. With the use of social media and just having our phones all the time, some heavy users are 5 times more likely to suffer from depression because there's a constant need to compare ourselves to what other people are doing. And so just putting your phone down, maybe taking a week to not be on your phone at all, or taking the time to say you'll only go on social media for an hour a day instead of 3 hours a day. Reading a book. Sometimes this is lost on us because we have so much going on, but finding a really good book to read can actually reduce your stress by 68% after 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a novel. There's plenty of really great self-help books that can be helpful, and find something that you will enjoy reading. And then finding a creative activity. So on the side, I have some 7 new hobbies to try during quarantine. So you can try to paint, you can try and learn a new language. And as far as learning a new language, there's a lot of apps that can help you with that, like Duolingo or Rosetta Stone. Baking something special. I know that there's been a rise in banana bread recently, and so you can go ahead and try and put your twist on banana bread. As far as me, I made banana bread cinnamon rolls the other day. They were delicious, and it gave me something to do that really put a smile on my face. Dance, or you can try gardening or starting a podcast. So you can start your own podcast, or you can start listening to a podcast. Some healthy habits. So we have spoken about food and eating quite a bit. And so stress-reducing foods are a thing. So you have an excuse to maybe eat a little bit more chocolate, some avocado, almonds, and exercising. So exercising can be a little difficult now. We don't have access to the gym. We shouldn't go outside too much, but just 5 minutes a day can make a difference. I've listed some apps that you can use. So there's an app called Fit On. You download it on your phone or tablet, and they'll provide you with workouts that you can do. And the workouts range from 5 minutes a day to an hour. YouTube is a free resource, and there are plenty of at-home workouts that you can look up. And then you have Peloton and Beachbody that they have apps, and they're both offering free trials. So I believe the Peloton free trial is for 90 days and Beachbody is for a week. Beachbody offers several different workouts. I know that I know them best for Insanity. So if you want to give a try at that, go ahead. And lastly, sleeping. Prioritize sleep, not just during this quarantine, but also after it's over. Make sure that you're making sleep a priority in your life. It gives your body a chance to just rest and decompress after the day. Next is mindfulness. So deep breathing can have a great effect on your body and just improving your stress reaction. And so toxins are released, it eases your pain, it can elevate your mood. And so while you're practicing gratitude in the morning, you can take time to practice some deep breathing as well. And so one key for deep breathing is the box method. You'll inhale for 4 seconds. So you can picture a box, hold it for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then wait again to start over. And do this as many times as you need until you feel better. Spend a little bit of time outside. Stay 6 feet away from everyone, but spend a little time outside. You can go for a walk for 5 minutes. You can just stand outside and breathe in some fresh air. Yoga can also be helpful, and you can find some videos on Fit On and YouTube as well. Journaling is something that can be done in the morning or at night. You can write down 3 things that were great about today. You can plan on what you're going to do the next day to bring you a little bit of joy, 5 things that you want to tackle. And lastly, meditate. And this can be meditation, it can be prayer, just taking a little bit of time to be grateful for the day, be grateful for what you have, and plan to do better for the next day. Lastly, stress is heavily affected by our hormones. And so some ways that we can get the good hormones to outweigh the bad is one, dancing. So dancing can release endorphins. Endorphins have a euphoria effect on your body. Laughter, it relieves physical tension and stress. And so it can boost your immunity by increasing your immune cells and infection-fighting antibodies. And lastly, pet your pet. If you do not have a pet, you can actually look into fostering an animal. A lot of shelters are doing that right now. So you don't have to keep them forever if you don't want to. If you have kids who think that they want a pet, fostering a pet is a great way to show them how much responsibility it is. And when the time comes, you are able to provide a family with a pet that they would need. But if you have a pet, if you're interested in fostering a pet, pets can increase the oxytocin in your body, which is the feel-good hormone. And so that is the same hormone that bonds parents to their children. So I want to say thank you so much for joining this webinar. I hope that you're able to get some tips from it that'll help you and help relieve your stress. And if you have some time, please become a part of the Florida Voices for Choices. You can text FVFC to 52886. This is our advocate community, and so they serve their children, their schools, and their communities by being a voice. Thank you so much and have a great day.